Hey, it's Aunt Beck from Aunt Beck's Bakery, and it's Christmas time. Merry Christmas! Well, actually, it's not Christmas yet, but for anybody who's in retail or who's prepping for the holidays, it is time. So let's get started. We're doing this peppermint fake cake, and I have an 8-inch cake, and I painted it with my white house paint. It goes on really super thick, and it's shiny and pretty, and that's what I use on all of my cakes. So I have a star tip that I'm starting with, and then I striped a bag. I put 2 colors in there, and actually it's 2 bags inside of 1 bag. And then and it has my tip is in there too. So I'm using a Petal tip for this, and I marked the swags, and I'm going straight up and down with the narrow side of the Petal tip facing down. And I do the swags with my hand pretty much facing me. You know, you wouldn't have your thumb facing you. Your palm is actually facing towards you as you're making this swag. It's just an up and down movement. And it gives it that nice two-toned peppermint color. Now I'm going to use a star tip. And I will put all the numbers of these tips in the description down below. So I'm getting another bag, and I'm putting the star tip in it. And then inside that new bag, I'm going to put the other 2 bags. So it's the white bag and the red bag, and they're going to be right next to each other in a new bag. Now, I have been decorating for a long time, and I've got into certain habits. And as I was decorating and making this cake for you guys, I realized I could have used a coupler. And I don't know at what point in my life I stopped using couplers, but it really would have been a better idea to use a bag with a coupler so I could just change the tip out. But instead we did it this way, and I practiced a little bit of piping on the side to see, on a little piece of cardboard, just to see if it's coming out the way I want it to come out. So you can always practice on the side, not straight on your cake. You can test. I test a lot of tips that way on the side of the cake before you put it on the cake. Especially if you're going to do any kind of handwriting, you're always going to want to test that tip out on the side of the cake, off the cake to the side, is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to make a little swirly. It's kind of like a hand writing E, round and round. It gives it that cute spirally look. Kind of looks like a candy cane, which is exactly what we're going for here. Candy canes will always get you in the holiday spirit, right? So when you're using 2 bags like this, sometimes the color is going to change a little bit as you go around the cake. But that's okay. This is art, and this is fun. Nothing has to be so precise. I mean, that in my book, that's what I say. There can be little flaws, little mistakes, and it's okay. So there are our 4 swags. Next, I'm getting a large tip, and I will put that number in the description. And I'm squeezing it out on the side. It's called burping the bag, so that you don't, you get that air bubble out. Because you don't want that air bubble to burst on your cake. So you kind of squeeze it on the side first. And then I'm doing a shell border. That's a nice, big, thick, chunky border on the bottom. I'm going to go all the way around the cake. You always have to stop and adjust your hand. That's just part of cake decorating. Stopping, adjusting your hand, or stopping to fill the bag. And if you have to refill the bag, always burp it on the side, off the cake, to get that air bubble out. Now I grabbed my 2-tone bag again. And using the star tip, I'm making that little teardrop. Right in the seam of those swags. Start from the bottom and pull up. Start from the bottom and pull up. I really like that look. I don't know what it is about it, that little teardrop shape. I think it's very pretty. It reminds me of frames and old woodwork. Next, I have a leaf tip, and I'm gonna go around the bottom border. And with this one, you see my thumb is sort of facing me. So the bag is facing straight towards the cake. So I'm making a double border on the bottom of the cake. And yes, I did paint my nails just to match. Why not? There's that leaf tip. Really pretty. I like that little line it makes in the middle. And I got some peppermint, fake sprinkles. I get those off of Etsy. I know that they have a lot of fake sprinkles now on Amazon, but I still buy a good amount on Etsy. I like to support small sellers and small shops because that's what I am. So, I mean, you have a lot of small shops on Amazon as well, but I'm an Etsy girl, so I kind of try to stick with Etsy as much as possible. So you're going to put the sprinkles all the way around the bottom. And so many fall off, so I just keep getting more out of the bag, but I do recycle. I use those. I will brush those all off the table, and I will put them back in a bag, and I will use them. They do not go in the trash. I try to save as much as possible and reuse. But my floor still ends up being covered with sprinkles. Can anyone relate? I've got sprinkles everywhere. On the table, on my chair, on the floor. The other day, I wear a smock when I work, but I got paint on my pants. I don't know. Can you guys relate to that? And I didn't know it until I got back from the post office. But that's okay. That's the life of an artist, right? It just shows you're hardworking when you have paint all over you. this is a very frequent thing of mine. I just went out to lunch the other day with a friend of mine, and I was sitting there and picked up my coffee cup, and she's like, "You have paint all over your hand." I'm like, I know, I have paint all over everything. So we just keep adding those sprinkles. Never enough. We are maximalists, aren't we? We just keep adding and adding and adding. Then I painted some pearls red. And so I have a ton of pearls. I got all kinds of different pearls, but I happen to have this giant bag of pink pearls, and I'm never going to use them all. It's like the bottomless bag of pearls. So I tend to grab those pearls and paint them whatever color I want to add a little extra detail to some of my cakes. And since they're a light color, they're very easy to paint over. So I don't have to buy any red pearls because I can just paint the ones that I have red. And you just kind of smash those into the spackle so that they stick really well. But of course, we're going to glue them later after all the spackle dries and everything. Okay, and then putting a fresh coat of white paint on top. So I can add details to the top and so that all my spackling sticks to the wet paint. Oh, I'm adding some glitter. I'm trying to get it all shiny and sparkly, and I had some glitter I wanted to add on the side of the cake. That is like a white, clear kind of glitter. It also has like an iridescent color in it. I get my glitter from Walmart. And that is another thing that seems to be endless. The container just lasts forever. So now I picked up my leaf tip again. And I'm going to do a little ruffle around the top edge of the cake. Just by going up and down and up and down. And it doesn't have to be symmetrical. It could be kind of a little bit all over the place. It's okay, it's a ruffle. Ruffles on dresses have lots of curves to them. So our ruffles can be curvy too on our cake. Now I grab that large star tip again, and I'm making some rosettes on top. Just going to lower it so you can see a little bit better. I made 6 rosettes. And then I'm going to make, so I can evenly space them out. I do 6 at first. And then I'm making another rosette in between the 6. So there's 12 total. Now I'm adding the Christmas ornaments. They're so cute. I got this pack. I believe I might have got this one at Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It was from last year, but it comes with like an assortment, so they're not all exactly the same. So I just kind of put the matching ones right across from each other. So it's like 3 different types of ornaments. And then I'm going to add some more sprinkles. I think it's looking festive already. Are you guys making your Christmas decorations yet? Let me know in the comments below. I am making some cakes. I have some in the shop already. Adding some more glitter. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Yeah, this year I'm making peppermint and gingerbread, and last year I think I made peppermint and gingerbread too. So I did a lot of pink Christmas last year too. I'm not sure if I'll be doing that this year. I kind of just go where the wind takes me. Whatever I feel inspired to do is what I do. I don't plan it out months ahead of time. It's just inspiration strikes and that's what I make. I got a double-sided satin ribbon, and this one I believe I bought off of Amazon. I got 2 different shades because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use, but this red one just really pops. It's beautiful. It's a dark, rich red, and I used it on my all red cake as well. I think I have a short video that has my red cake in it. And you just tie a little bow and it sticks really nicely to the spackle, and then after the spackle dries I'll be either hot gluing that or tacky gluing that on. But I mean, it just wraps it up like a bow, like a Christmas present. Everybody's ready for the holidays. Merry Christmas. Look at that peppermint sweetness right there. How cute. Oh, that's okay. Like I said, I'll be gluing those back on. So that's about it. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up. You can comment down below. Let me know what you think. Always subscribe to this channel and I will bring you some more videos as soon as I can. And happy, merry, early Christmas. See you next time.